Hey everybody, how's it going? And welcome back to a brand new video. I know you may have gotten a little dizzy there. Just one sec, I got it wrong way. That should be better. Alright, now, there's something we need to kinda talk about. Ooh. Alright, now, like I was saying outside, the thing that I want to talk about is food, dieting, nutrition. And now I'm going to disclaim this right now. I'm not a dietitian. I have no idea what I'm doing. This is me talking about my experiences. Everybody's experiences are different. Do not take my experiences into your decision. 3 weeks ago, I started my macro tracking, I guess you could say, but it's been more of if it fits your macros, and all I've been looking at is protein and calories. The app that I'm using is MyFitnessPal. So when I recorded my weight, I was 194 3 weeks ago, and so I set myself to a moderate activity level. So it gave me the amount so my daily goals are 2,840 calories, 355 carbs, 95 fat, and 142 protein. And so that's with all my stats put in it. So for everything that I put in there, it's hard to say how it really does know, for example. So, with the base, with the level of activity that I put, so I set my activity level to active. And so for active, it says spends a good part of the day doing some physical activity. Example, food server or postal carrier. I'm a university student doing everything online, so the amount that I am active is not a lot, but it adds up. And I'll get into that more. Because what I mean by that is I'm doing 2-a-day workouts. And so, 2-a-days, I'm like, okay, that'll build up, that'll be enough for this. I don't know, I just haven't been feeling the best lately. Since I started doing 2-a-days, I've been tracking my macros the same I was before. I'm hitting my protein, I'm hitting my calories. It's just I'm putting my body into a level of exertion that requires more calories than it suggests. As much as it suggests these things, and I've looked at bodybuilding.com, they suggested the same things, and I've looked other places and they've suggested differently. I went with the average as well as the trusted. And so doing that, I was alright, fine, perfecto, great, we're rolling with it. And, this past week I've just felt sluggish, and it's not sleep. I've been getting 8 hours a night. Sleep's doing great. I haven't had any issues with sleep that I haven't had before, but the calories are the only notice that I've really seen. I haven't been watching my carbs, but half the times I go over anyways because I love some carbs. Just to be honest, sandwiches, rice, pasta, all that. Great. The other thing though is it's hard to track things that it doesn't identify. And so I understand it's an all user-based thing where somebody inputs it and then you can see it and be like, ah, yes, that's what I had. I get that. But it's hard when you get into those places, if you go to a restaurant that's locally owned, and then you have it where it's I had this here. And then it's just you had what now? This, and it's just say you put in penne pasta, and it's just you had chicken primavera from Olive Garden. It's no, I did not. We don't even have Olive Garden here. It's funny though, because it falls into this level of what everybody says versus experience, and we're in this big gap right now between the two. In the past, I never tracked macros. I did it once and I hated it because I had to try and guess everything and then be okay, this is this, and I had no clue what I was doing. Now I know what I'm doing. I've gotten decent at it. I can guess portions pretty well. But what I used to do is I did a lot of cardio. Back in high school, I burnt or not I burnt, I lost, oh, I lost like 20 pounds in a month. In the winter, I had this idea of doing like a complete dirty bulk, and I was eating as much food as I could and going to the gym and working out as much as I could, and I saw my lifts go up, but I also saw the scale go up, and that's not something that I really wanted. But then spring came around and I started doing track, and I started training for a half marathon, so I was running 2 times a day, and I was lifting on top of that, and so I just watched the weight just woof, like melt off. I want to get back into that. It's just right now, Canadian winter, I can't really run. But like we have those bikes downstairs, which you guys do know about, and I can do that. But it's not the same. Like the most active I've ever been. Like I never tracked calories and I felt fine. What was it? 2 years ago, the day that I did my schedule was, what was it? Mondays I went to the gym. Tuesday I went and played basketball. Wednesdays I went to the gym. Thursday basketball. Friday gym. Just because of the way that the open gyms lined up at the YMCA, so I could go play basketball and just shoot hoops by myself. But I did that, so I had my classes, and then I'd go to the gym or play basketball, and then I'd come back because I'd have track or rugby. And so I'd do that, and then I'd come home, and then I'd go for another run because I was half marathon training again. And so it put me at this level, and like I carried that on. And that kind of training and that kind of resilience and, me carrying that on, that went all the way till October. I want to get back into that. So whether I track macros in the future, I don't know. I might just look at protein. Honestly, I don't know. But I did this all just to slim down for this transformation photo. I don't know if I keep doing it, to be quite honest. If I might try it for a month more while implementing more heavier sets of cardio and see if there's a big change. But it's just different. It doesn't really work for my metabolism, for my activity level. I don't know. It's different. I know this video isn't interesting, but it's the way things are. It's hard to do in some situations and easy to do in others. And it's all about what people want to do. If you want to be the person who tracks macros and has to have everything like within a T, that's one kind of person. And if you want to be the person who's just like, calories, schmalories, that's another kind of person. Like, if you want to know something stupid I've done, like, I hung out with some people the other weekend, like, back when we're out of lockdown and all that, so don't worry about that. But, I saw some people, and I felt like an absolute idiot sitting there and being like, I ate this many chicken wings, and I had this much beer, because I am legal, I can do that. But you feel like an idiot sometimes doing it, because, you gotta be there. You look like a drug dealer sometimes, pull out a little portable scale in a restaurant and be like, just, place it down, then, scoop everything over and be like, oh, that's too much chicken for the day. And it's like, who wants, 7 ounces of chicken? Shit, that's a lot of chicken, never mind. Who wants, half an ounce of chicken? You got, everybody looking over at you, just bruh, why? I don't know, it's a funny thing. But do whatever works for you. This is just my experience within these past few weeks. It started off feeling fine. This past week I've felt like shit. To be quite honest, I've not felt well. I've felt low on energy. On Tuesday, I wanted to curl up in a ball and just sleep. Because I had no energy. I felt absolutely terrible. But, this video isn't fun. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This isn't interesting. I don't know how to make it interesting, to be quite frank. I don't. There's nothing you can really do to be like, calories. Look at all these calories. Even back in elementary school when the health people would come and be like, hi children, here we see a can of pop. Look at how many donuts are in this can of pop, sugar-wise. And then you see all the kids just like, so you're telling me that all these donuts are in that Coke? Yep. So I can eat all these donuts and have that Coke. What? No, that's not what I'm saying. I want all these donuts and that Coke. No, no. Where'd you get that from? It's like, you got Coke and you got donuts. I want all that Coke and donuts. I'm just like, what? But, I'm sorry. that that was probably the most interesting part of the video, and I apologize for that, but yeah, there's no fun way to make this interesting. But with that all being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for sitting through this, even if you had it open on a tab, like I said before. But, I'm going to end it here. I'm going to cut this thing down. Like, right now on my camera, I've been sitting here for like 20 minutes doing this. I am going to make this thing like 5 if I can get down to that. But with it all being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget, don't party too hard. And I'll catch you guys again next time. I'm really sorry, but have a good one. Wait.